Hey, what's up, YouTube? Boz Boyle back with another vlog for the husband code. What's one habit that I've learned in my marriage that's helped me a lot? And I would actually say I broke this habit, and that's procrastination. See, the thing about procrastination is it's actually just a form of laziness. That's just really all it is. I get it, like, a lot of us work long hours. We have a lot of responsibility, day to day, outside of work, inside of work, just life all around. However, have you ever had a list of to do, like chores or just errands and stuff you had to run and just for that day, and say you off or whatever, you've been pushing it off all week. So you two things you might have had to accomplish now turns to four, now turns to 6, 8, whatever. And now by the end of the week when you're off from your job or whatever, your day off, you have 10 things you have to do when it really should have just been 2. And yeah, just pushing stuff off just never helps. And you just constantly are placed in this cycle where you get one thing done, then 2 other things pop up behind it. And so if you can start to constantly not procrastinate, that actually helps with the form of discipline versus laziness. And so that's one thing I just want to talk about, one thing I learned. And I had to just catch myself in my marriage because, my wife may ask me to, do something small. And I'll be like, yeah, I get to it. And it might have been something immediately that she needed. And it definitely rubs her the wrong way because it's not a big thing. Can you take care of it basically now? That way, I can kind of carry on with the rest of my day. And a lot of time I may forget to do it or something like that. And again, it just creates a cycle where she looking at me crazy, and then now I'm looking at myself crazy because I ain't do it, And after a while, you get mad at yourself enough, you get tired of not doing what you're supposed to do, or what was asked of you to do. And you don't want it to even be bigger things, because then it starts to create a real wedge, and that equals distrust, and not in a way of oh, I don't trust him that I can't keep my money around him, but I can't trust him as a man to do what he said he gonna do. And so even with that, if nobody can't trust you to do what you say you're gonna do, how can you lead somebody else? How can somebody take your influence? How can somebody trust your word? And so it's just a whole snowball effect from something so small, you know what I mean? From procrastinating. And so is what I talk to the husbands and the men out there. It's just stop being lazy. Stop procrastinating. Stop pushing things off. If you have a list of things you need to do, break it up. Don't wait till your day off to be like, oh, I got to do 10 things now. Sure, that may be something you absolutely have to do, on your day off, like maybe cutting the grass, right? Because you may be getting off in the afternoon. It's hot as hell. It's better to cut the grass in the morning, you know what I mean? But you might have been at work. So that stuff makes sense. But when it comes to maybe folding your clothes from laundry, or I don't know, whatever, something small that could be done in less than an hour, less than 30 minutes. A lot of us, like I said, I get it. It's long hours at work, or just stress with life, whatever's going on. But procrastination is just it's just a small thing. What do they say? A small dirt pile turned to a mound or something like that. Yeah, and it just keep building and building. So, and again, it's just a form of laziness, which can turn to, if you consistently being lazy, how do you expect anyone to respect you if you're not, doing the little things that people ask, even for yourself? And so that's one thing that I had to break real quick. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that, but I'm very conscious of it. and I make a real effort to not procrastinate on things, especially now as I'm, just transitioning in my journey as far as becoming the best version of myself. And so it just always feels good when you just kind of defeat the day. You have a plan of action, you have a goal, you have goals, you have a list of tasks you want to complete. It just always feels so good when you just knock it out. And you just feel like you won the day. It's like, I work early in the morning now. Like, I be up super early. Like, I had to be work sometime between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. But I remember when I was working in finance, and I had to be to work at like 9 or whatever, 8 or 9. I remember getting up and still going to the gym at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And it just felt so good to, like, when you first of all, you got up, you did what you said you was gonna do by going to the gym and not procrastinating and putting it off and dragging your feet. That's number one, getting up, then going to the gym, actually getting a good workout in. And then when you finish the workout, you just feel like you're so ahead of the day. Everybody's just waking up, and you're like, dang, I crushed it already. You feel pumped. You feel like you just such ahead of the day. And even in that time while everybody's still asleep, it's other things you can do. Like, let's say it ain't your day to go to the gym, but still getting up early, that list you had, let's say if it was like, man, I put the dishes off from last night, get up, knock them out, right? Maybe you wanted to pray that morning. Maybe you wanted to meditate. Maybe you was like, I've been trying to read this book, or, knock out a few chapters or whatever. Whatever it is, just get up and knock it out. But a lot of us love the comfortability of that pillow. We love putting things off. We love procrastinating. It's comfortable. I get it. But we hate the feeling after it when we'll get stuff done that we know we need to get done. So, fellas, make a list and just break it up. Just prioritize. We know what we can do in, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, something that may take us all day. Break it up. If you got a list of just a whole checklist, figure out how to, like, all right, I'm gonna put this in a 30 minutes or less list. This is an hour to 1 hour to 4 hour list. This is a day project. Make a couple lists and just figure it out from there. Like, at least that'll kind of give you a better idea on how to, like, organize your time. And that way, even again, as you start the process of not procrastinating as much, you can start, creating better habits to be able to, like, knock your list out or whatever, responsibility you have to do. And in turn, that starts to clean up the laziness. In turn, that starts to show other people that you can be trusted and be counted on to do what you say you're going to do. And just for yourself, your self-esteem. Like, man, I'm a person that if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Right? If I set a goal for myself, no matter how big or small it is, I do it. I get it knocked out. So, like I said, even in turn, you gaining respect for yourself, but also you creating a habit of discipline. And that's something that I'm a big fan of, because, like I said, discipline is a form of self-love. So, guys, just get this, stop procrastinating, build good habits, break bad habits, which is the number one thing for me was procrastinating. And it was just a form of laziness, just being lazy. So, like I said, I just want to share that message with you guys today. Drop a comment below. Are you still being lazy? Be honest. Are you procrastinating? Be honest. It's all good. That, being honest with yourself is another form, another good habit. It's just another good habit. But today we're talking about procrastination. So, like the video. If you like the message today, share it out for somebody who procrastinating, who being lazy, who need to hear this. Maybe this will help them. And subscribe if you haven't. Welcome to the Husband Code if you brand new. And that's the video for today. I appreciate you guys always. I'll talk to you tomorrow.